Alongside Season 5, the 0 Point has brought us a boatload of new content. But as is custom with every great new season, there's a lot of secrets. From map locations that change, Bunker Jonesy giving us new story info or new ways to get gold bars, to female Midas and signs of Midas still being alive on the new island, we have a lot to go over. And while we thought Midas was eaten by a shark, at number 15, Maeve becomes a shark. If you remember those tapes which came out before Season 5 launched, you might remember that Maeve was confirmed to be a shapeshifter by John Joe. And you can't really say that she's a shapeshifter from her skin because she's just a Viking-looking warrior. But there is a secret form that you can discover with Maeve. If you equip her skin and go in-game, you can actually head to the nearest body of water and simply jump in. This is what happens. Yep, you shapeshift into a mermaid. Although instead of being half fish, you're some kind of shark mermaid. I guess that's what the tapes meant when they said one of her forms was a shark. But even a shark would refuse to fight this next guy because a brand new tape has been released and it's quite something. Let's talk about number 14, God of War. Just yesterday, a new tape was released by PlayStation and, well, just take a listen.
Reality log 32. Note to self. Do not research targets before transporting them to the island, because if you do, you might find out a few things you really don't want to know. Like, I don't know. For example, that the next guy you're picking up has literally vanquished multiple gods with his bare hands in a fit of uncontrollable rage. Here we go.
If you haven't figured it out yet, this is an announcement that the God of War himself is coming to Fortnite. That's right, Kratos is going to be the next collaboration, and this tape isn't all. We actually have our first look at the skin. This is it, and it looks super cool. It could possibly be a PS5 exclusive skin, which would definitely make things interesting, especially when half of us can't even get a PS5. But hey, for the lucky ones out there who got one, enjoy your Kratos skin. It's coming very soon. Something we can all enjoy, however, is number 13, the 0 Point. When we all loaded into Season 5, one of the first things we tried when dropping on the map was diving headfirst into the 0 Point. I was expecting it to work as a massive rift, but instead you enter the 0 Point and it just throws you down to the ground. It's a pretty good way to land quickly, although there's something else that happens when you go inside here. You might have noticed that immediately after entering the orb, you're actually given some shield for free. Just a present from your old friend, the 0 Point. And speaking of old friends, let's jump into number 12, Female Midas. In the brand new Season 5 Battle Pass, there's some epic quest rewards that you can earn, and one of them is an uncommon loading screen called Royalty. Take a look and you can see that it has a female version of Midas on it. Epic are known for teasing future items and skins in their loading screen, so we're almost definitely going to see female Midas as a skin in the very near future. The skin was actually designed by a concept artist, and it seems that Epic is putting their design into the game. It's an awesome concept, so I'm not surprised, and while female Midas looks awesome, she's not the only mention of the golden villain in Season 5. There's an awesome hidden secret with number 11, Midas Toilet. The new locations weren't the only POIs that were updated this season, as there's some extra secrets now at Holly Hedges. In a small shed near the area, you can actually find some golden items on a shelf, as well as a full golden toilet. This is definitely telling us that Midas is still alive, but there's also Rapscallion in the area. Maybe she stole it and this is her shack of valuable items? It's not the only reference for diehard Fortnite fans, with number 10, the How to Win book. Back in Season 4, CypherPK made a discussion video where he talked about how Epic might be listening to fans' feedback and actually asked Epic themselves to prove that they were listening. He asked them to add a book version of his How to Win series. Now, in Season 5, if you head to the weather station, well, there it is. It's a book in the building and you can't destroy it or pick it up, but it even has physics. You can kick it around like a football on the map. It's so cool that Epic decided to show that they're listening to us by adding this. They might even be watching this video.
Hey Epic, please open the redacted bunker, okay?
But for those who want items that you can actually interact with, let's check out number 9, cash registers. Ever since Battle Royale was created, the cash registers around the map have just been decorations in buildings that you could just destroy in one hit with a pickaxe. We never really thought about them, but now in Season 5, you can actually open the cash registers. Head over to one and press your search key on it, and they'll actually give you free gold. Something else worth knowing is that the gold you collect in matches carries over from game to game. So you can actually build up a good amount of bars over time with these cash registers and the safes around the island. But that brings us to number 8, Brutes. Over at Hunter's Haven, someone is actually constructing some kind of a mech suit. And while this isn't exactly Brute 2.0, it looks awfully similar to them. So maybe we could see a revamped Brute, or it could be teasing a future Battle Pass skin. Either way, one of these bounty hunters ain't messing around, and neither are these other guys at Hunter's Haven with number 7, the Henchmen are back. We thought that the 2 henchmen from last season had disappeared without a trace. It was so sad because I really wanted to know what happened to them, but we've actually found them on the island. Over in Hunter's Haven, they actually have a low chance of spawning. You'll find them inside those secret pods that the IO guards come out of. They seem very confused, like they don't know where they are. And they're not the only NPC who only has a small chance of spawning, because all secrets lie with number 6, Bunker Jonesy's secrets. If you land at Camp Cod this season and head to the main house, you have a small chance of Bunker Jonesy actually appearing. After enough tries, you'll eventually find him walking around in the house, and he has quite a lot to say. In fact, he has a lot of secret storyline info for us to digest. He talks about the loop and how he's actually the original version, or quote-unquote snapshot, of Jonesy. There are multiple versions of Jonesy, and there's a ton of info in here that we're going to dissect in our storyline video. Bunker Jonesy isn't even the only one with a special dialogue, though, because let's talk about number 5, Der Burger. The NPCs can actually talk to you differently depending on what skins you wear. For example, if you go to the Beef Boss NPC in the Der Burger restaurant and you equip the Tomato Head skin, you get some special dialogue. He'll actually greet you saying, "Look who it is." And honestly, I'm not sure if these 2 skins are still enemies or friends, but it's pretty cool either way. The little details like this make this season even more impressive. Little details just like number 4, the Colosseum. If you've been using the Colossal Colosseum as your main drop every game, you might have noticed that it actually changes every single match. In the middle of the Colosseum, you have the actual battleground. Here, you can actually see the old crab build returning, as well as the llama structure. But then, in a different match, you could get a Viking ship in the center. Other times, you might just get an open space with small pillars and chests. It's pretty much just random. There's even some cool statues here teasing future skins, like this weird Peely dressed as a Roman emperor.
And we better get it too as a skin.
I don't know about you guys, but I would pick this up in a heartbeat. And speaking of future teases, let's begin our final 3 secrets with number 3, leaked SMG. In the loading screen that we get when booting up Fortnite, you can see all the Battle Pass skins together. And right below the Mandalorian, you can spot Reese holding a gun we've never seen before. It looks like it'll be an upcoming SMG this season, and it's actually a weapon from Save the World called the Durg Song. I wonder when we'll see this thing entering the loot pool. We already have a ton of SMGs this season, so it could replace the P90. And on the topic of replacing things, let's move on to number 2, the old map. A lot of people have been speculating that the Chapter 1 map will return in the future, but honestly, it's happening as we speak. Epic stated that it needed to change maps in order to support much bigger live events and features. So we definitely are going back to the old one, but that isn't stopping old locations from being carried over to Chapter 2 though, as we've seen with Season 5. But a cool secret is that the old map seems to be overlapping with the new one. The new POIs seem to have been put in intentionally similar spots to where they were on the Chapter 1 map. Because of this, we'll probably be seeing even more OG locations return over time in their original Chapter 1 island positions. But now, let's move on to our final secret for Season 5 with number 1, locker presets. Ever since Epic added the locker presets feature, it's been pretty annoying that we're stuck with like 10. I mean, a lot of us have way more than just 10 favorite outfits, so having to pick and choose was a bit of a problem. However, that problem has disappeared with Season 5. If you open your menu right now and head to your locker, you'll notice a massive change. Over in the locker presets menu, there's now actually up to 50 presets for you to fill. That is 5 times the amount we had before. Now all we need is some kind of apply to all button, because if I have a new emote, going through all 50 presets is gonna be pretty daunting. Get on it, Epic. But that's all we have for you today for our secrets video. There is so much in Season 5, and I am having a blast so far. Goodbye, my social life. But this has been Sam. Check out this other video on screen right now. Go ahead and click it and keep it right here on Top 5 Gaming.